Hey guys, it's that Pop Punker here, and I'm here to show you my CD collection. As you can see, it's not biggest thing, and it's been going for like 4 years, so I don't know why it's not big enough yet. But it's one drawer, you know, of some amazing fucking albums that I'm willing to show off because I want to make this YouTube thing a full-time thing, and I want this to be the first video because I want to show off my collection because it's something I'm passionate about. So let's start right here. As you could probably see it and you can tell what it is. Homesick Special Edition. It does fold out, but I can't really do it because I've got one hand alone. But yeah, this piece of art is so good. I will say I do prefer What Separates Me From You, but I'm going to be getting that soon because that's a fucking masterpiece. Next we've got the All Time Low collection. You see it's so wrong, it's right without the normal cover because this thing decided to be difficult when I bought it a couple of years ago. It's not one of my favourite All Time Lows, it's still a good one. Nothing personal looking back on it, it hasn't aged too well, but still a great album. This was a good purchase at the time. Dirty Work, probably a forgotten All Time Low album for, again, for good reason. It's not the best, but it's still a decent album, and it's a good one. Don't Panic, their best album. Although it's interchangeable with another album that you'll see in a minute, but it's still a fucking fantastic album. Got Future Hearts. What a thing this is. This is a thing of high art. Only be described as good music. It's another one of the best albums. And Wake Up Sunshine, their second best album, or first, it doesn't matter, it's interchangeable. This thing blew me out the wall when it was released. It was nothing like Last One Renegade, which of course is horrendous, and I'm probably going to do a bad review on that album soon, because you won't see me rant about bands I love. Billy's Hunt 1 and 2, probably one of my favourite bands ever, but I've only bought this for Billy's Hunt 1, because as you'll see, I already have Billy's Hunt 2, and I need to buy 3 Dead Silence, and definitely Afraid of Heights. I love Afraid of Heights, and I need that in my collection soon. But yeah, these albums are fantastic. I bought this one for 1 because the copy of 2 in this is scratched up very badly, but the 1 works perfectly. And I bought it for 1, so.
I should be able to see where my death bag is.
Got Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. This thing is a fantastic album. I feel like it's one of their best. Because of course it's a Blink album. Most Blink albums are their best, so that's a decent piece of art right there. I know it's a piece of art. Blur's Greatest Hits. As expected, it should be on every single collection because the amount of hits on this album is so good. As you can tell, I'm definitely a Brit and I'm definitely pro Oasis. Against Oasis and pro Blur because Blur's too good.
There's dinosaurs attacking that base!
Oh. Sempiternal. Of course, one of the greatest albums in existence of the modern rock era, that is. They blew everyone out of the water on this album. This is when they started becoming a very good band. That's the Spirit. Another amazing Bring Me the Horizon. I definitely need to buy Post Survival Horror because that is another fantastic little thing. Probably can't buy it in stores on CD though, so it's worth it. But yeah, that's the Spirit because you can see, you know, camera's shit. Sorry about the camera quality. Sorry about that. Evanescence, Fallen, of course, an essential. A modern rock album, but just symphonic metal. I don't call it that because this is like emo eras, like big resurgence. Now we've got the Fall Out Boy collection. It's not even that big, but Fall Out Boy, pretty high. I know. Wait, I'll show you in a minute. Actually, speaking of Infinity on High, show you this first. I've lost the case. My favourite album of all time from Under a Cork Tree. I've lost the case. I have no idea where the case has gone, and I'm mad about it because I don't need a missing case for an album which is so beloved in my heart. Like, you do not understand how much love I love that thing. But yeah, Feeling High, another great Fall Out Boy album and deserves more love. Moving on, Folio Do. This was also another big pickup for me around Christmas time, I believe. Can never get enough of this one. It's another great album. But this is when I'm gonna get a few hate comments. I bought it. Thing is, I thought it was good at the time. It was a good. Like, I was like, oh, this ain't too bad, But yeah, looking back on it, oh yikes! I will still say Wilson is one of their best songs. I love Wilson. It's such a good tune. And I bought their second volume of their greatest hits because of the fact that they were just like offering it for on the show. You could buy one of these albums if you buy all these. So I was like, yeah, I'll buy this one. Screw it. Even if it is their crap era of stuff, it's still not too bad. The Feed of the Singles are another greatest hits album, but yeah, this one has Buck Rogers and Just a Day on it, so no Paperweight. Again, that was after this, I believe. So yeah, Feed aren't that good of a band, but I just have this because I just found it somewhere. There's Nothing Left to Lose. Yes, I do have a few Foo Fighters albums, but this is, in my opinion, their best album. I swear I own something else as well, I don't.
Lossie, where did you get a gun from?
Nothing Left to Lose is a phenomenal album. So yeah, there you go. But
I've got a bird now.
in your honour, it's the opposite.
That's not my bird.
I will probably discuss this in a future album everyone likes what I don't like, but
Who hit me? My
yeah, I'm not done with you. And Foo Fighters Greatest Hits. I had to buy the Greatest Hits because it's got more of the songs that I prefer on it. I don't know why it's an upside down discussion, but like, songs that I thought I owned but I don't, but yeah. You'll see them more later, but Hesitant Alien, great solo album. I need to buy some of Frank's stuff in my opinion, because I prefer Frank's stuff, but I do like the overlay coming out. Young and Hopeless. Alright, I was listening to something the other day, I'm like, yeah, this sounds great. I also need to probably buy their self-titled, because I love Good Charlotte. They're actually a really good band, and I think they're a bit hated because of the scene they were in, but they're not as bad as Simple Plan. Here's the Green Days. Dookie. There's no way I'd ever go in a collection without owning this one. Nimrod. Underrated, but bought it because it was just a Green Day album that I had. American Idiot. Couldn't go any time without buying this. It's a fantastic album. 21st Century Breakdown. Another good rock opera from them, they're good at that stuff. Got a Korean compilation here, of the Korean anthems. What's on here? You got some Yumi at 6, Creeper, yes. Some more Gerard Way, some fucking Nickelback, I don't know. There's some stuff, some Panic as well, but we'll see them later. Sorry, but yeah. And we also got Korean headliners, more Creeper on here. I need to buy some Creeper albums. Probably my favourite band at the moment, but here's some Korean headliners. Kaiser Chiefs, off of their heads. It's not Employment. As you can see, I've actually lost the disc. No, that's the disc, yeah. Off of their heads. Good album. Killers, Samtown. great album, of course. It's the one with
Yeah, they'd be like a bird's head.
When You Were Young on it, of course. But what an album! Oh, fuck, I'm running out of time again. Kaiser Chiefs, Employment. I believe this is one where I've lost the disc to it, which is unfortunate because I love this piece of fine art. Actually, a really good debut album. Oh, what's it? Oh yeah, it's this fucking disc. Got it, right. Hybrid Theory. It's stuck to the bottom of the thing, but yeah. Of course, you have to own Hybrid Theory. It's an essential album, yeah. In the memory of Chester, I will always own this one. I don't look back on it because it's too painful, but yeah. Oh yeah. There's two albums I won't be covering here, but Korn's Follow the Leader, of course. Probably their best album. It's their most popular one. It's got Freak on a Leash, Their Bodies Everywhere. Got the Life is on here as well. So yeah. Serenity of Suffering, another Korn album. This, I really like Take Me from this album. I think that's one of the best songs they've released. And yeah. That one cannot be said. Androgen Symmetry. Of course, I'll have to own some Muse. Plug in Baby, you know, Newborn. Feeling good, the cover Feeling Good. It's such a great album. Of course, it's got Absolution. So of course, you have to have Absolution. You know, you got what you've got. Time Is Running Out. Hysteria, Stockholm Syndrome. You know, just the songs that you expect from Muse. You know, my brother's a massive Muse fans had their own. And Black Holes and Revelations. I forgot I own 3 Muse CDs. I always forget I own 3 of them. You know, Supermassive Black Hole, Assassin, Master Sidonia. Great album. One at a time, but there will be a part 2. And here we go. We're into the MCR section. 3 Tears of Sweet Revenge. Of course I have to own it. Been one of my favourite bands for the longest time, and there's no way I would go anywhere more time without MCR. And we've got 2 copies of the Black Parade. Nice. Of course you do. You have to have the Black Parade. It's one of the greatest albums of all time, and I still stand by that. 2 copies of it, because couldn't have just one. Danger Days. Of course you have to have Danger Days as well. In my opinion, it is very underrated and should still be loved as it is these days. Yeah. And of course you've got May Death No Stop You, the greatest hits first tribute album, which is kind of redundant now. Please, if you do a tour again, if you're doing that tour dates, please do a UK tour. I need to see them so badly. And here's one of the albums that I've really grown to love this year. Offspring's Americana. What a fucking album this is. I didn't really like that proper mainstream punk, but God, it's so good. It's like incredible.
Wait, why are we having Olivia?
Tragic Kingdom, of course. Everyone has a bit, no doubt, in their collection, but this is because, you know, Don't Speak, Spiderweb's Just a Girl, Sunday Morning, what a bop that is. Gotta love this album.
Well, we don't have an unnamed raptor.
Bleach, yeah.
Aiden!
We've got the earliest Nirvana release, which is surprising because it's actually quite rare. Found this one for cheap, because you can see it's £5, but yeah.
Where's my mouse?
Part 2 will be coming very